Hey guys, welcome out to the shop again today. We're going to be doing a little bit of a tool restoration. We haven't done any of those in quite some time, and today, well, I was out taking my kids to dance. I decided to stop by the antique shop and picked up this handsaw. I don't have any of these handsaws yet by what the medallion says because it is Bay State Sawworks Manufacturing Company. So I'm going to go ahead and clean this handsaw up. I do not think that it has an etch on it because I don't really see why Simmons handsaws would put a etch on a saw that is not their quality, and I don't see any kind of hint that there's an etch on here, but it is fairly dirty and the handle needs to be redone along with all of the nuts and the hardware like that. So let's jump into it. We're going to try to get this taken apart to get it cleaned up. I think that the teeth just need a quick filing and that's going to be it. So let's take this apart. Alright, so I'm about to pull the saw nuts out of the sandblaster. This is the first time that I have tried to do sandblasting with the saw nuts, but looking at them right now, it seems like they've cleaned up a lot better, and my hands weren't next to any kind of wire wheel or anything like that. So we'll go ahead and start pulling these out. That looks a little dull, but we still gotta clean them up. Alright, so here are all the pieces. Look at how dull that looks. That one's still got a little bit of gunk in the middle where the slot is, but that's okay, we can get all that out. This one's got some of the glass beading in it. So I see one right here that I need to go ahead and put back in there. So we have these looking fairly dull right now, but here's where the magic happens. You grab some 4/0 steel wool, and then you just tip it upside down, and you can actually just spin it back and forth. And all you're really doing, if you had a buffer, this would work as well, but I'm just using this steel wool. Right there, look at how much that has shined it so far compared to that dull look. You can actually start seeing some of that sheen come back. So I like doing it this way right now. You know, this is the first time that I've really explored with doing it sandblasting. Alright guys, well, I've gotten a lot of sanding done on the handsaw handle. I think I'm at a point where I'm going to be leaving it and just start doing the boiled linseed oil. This is very, very lightweight, and I can tell that it's very, very dry. So we're going to put some boiled linseed oil on it, let it soak for a little bit, and then probably put 1 or 2 coats of shellac on it and see how it looks afterwards. I'm really excited about how clean the saw nuts came, and I can't wait to put these all together. So after going over it a couple times with the sandpaper, this is 220 grit, there is an etch here and it's legible. So I'm gonna try to save it, see how well it comes out, and hopefully it is legible afterwards and I can figure out what it says and stuff like that, because that's one of the interesting things about these, is trying to see what the actual saw says, patent dates and stuff like that. I don't know how well you can see it, but there is the slight etch. You actually have a logo right here. The ribbon goes across right here. It says, I think, Fitchburg, Mass, US. And then this one, where's it at? There's some other stuff up on the top side. But it does have a little etch in there that we can read. Alright, so we've given it about 12 hours and I've just pulled the handle down, gave it a quick coat of this paste wax right here, and then wiped it clean with another fresh rag so that there's no little streak marks from the wax on there. So now all I have to do is go ahead and put the handle back onto the blade, and then we'll get it sharpened. So just got done joining and filing all of the teeth. I made 3 passes on each tooth and they all seem fairly even, but right now it's time to go ahead and give it a test run. Well, I'm happy with the results. This isn't really like sawdust, it's the like thicker, which is good. With it being a 8-point saw blade, you do want it to have like thicker shavings or whatever coming off of the saw. So when actually sawing, I can actually see the sawdust flying out, not in chunks, but in thicker pieces than normal, like an 11 or 12 TPI blade. So something like one of these hand saws up here. When you are using those, you don't want to see sawdust, or that means that it is poorly sharpened. You want to see actual like meteor kind of flakes coming off there, because you're taking bigger chunks out. It's good sharp, it's cutting, your set is right on your saw blade. So what I've seen is good. It felt good, felt like it was cutting through butter. It did not hang up anywhere, which is awesome. And you know, I would call this saw restoration finished. Thanks guys for joining today, watching the saw restoration. It was the first time I got to sandblast the hardware on there. Nothing got messed up. I liked how the patina stayed with the saw handle. It's really nice and smooth and has a clear finish on it now to protect the wood. So let me know what you guys think about the saw. If you guys have any of the Bay State saw, is that what it's called? The Bay State Sawworks manufacturing saws. These are the second choice, or the off brand of a Simmons saw, but it works just as good. It feels just the same. I like the feel of the Simmons saws. So thanks guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did, leave it a thumbs up. If you guys are new, hit that subscribe button. If you guys are into hand saws, you know, hit that thumbs up button for those too. So guys, thanks for joining me. I'll see you guys on the next video.